Welcome to my channel, folks. Today I'm going to show you how to configure AWS CLI in your EC2 instances. So think of a scenario where you want to copy some data to S3 or read some data from S3 from your servers. It would be easier to have an AWS CLI access from your servers. You can use IAM roles, but I will do that in a different video. Here I'm going to show you how to use AWS CLI through programmatic access. So first thing we need is an access key and secure key. If you head over to your IAM dashboard, we can configure a new user from which we'll get our access key and secure key. So click on add user. I'm just going to call this as a demo user and click on programmatic access. Click on next permissions. So we are going to use some of the default permissions as Amazon has already created. And in this case, we need S3 full access so that we can read and write data to S3. So click on next. Let us review the details here. Usually, you should not be sharing your access key and the secure key with anybody. Since this is a demo video, I'm just going to share that information so that we know that how to configure it in our servers. Click on close. Now let us go back to our EC2 dashboard and copy the IP address. This is the IP address of the server so that we can connect to it and configure our server. Now I have connected to my server and I'm in the terminal, and since I'm using Amazon Linux, the AWS binary is by default installed, but it is not configured. So the best way to check whether the binary is installed or not is type AWS and press enter. And if you're getting something like this, it is installed. If not, watch my video on how to install AWS binary in Red Hat Linux or other Linux variants. So the next step is to configure it. So let me clear my screen. So just type AWS configure. It is going to ask you your private access key and secure key. If already you have a key, you can just press enter. If not, we need to put in our keys that we just now created. So once you put in your access key and the secure key, it is going to ask you a default region. In this case, I will make it as US East 1. And if you want the default output, you can set it, but it is always good to set it as none. So now that my default region by access key and secure key is set, I can access my S3 buckets now. So all you have to do is AWS S3 LS. It is going to list all my buckets in my account. Say for example, I want to access this CLI demo bucket. So all I have to do is AWS S3 LS, and then this is the syntax for accessing your S3 buckets. So if there is any item or object in my bucket, it will reflect here. So right now there are no objects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy some item from my server. So in my current folder, I have an index.html. I'm going to push it to S3 now. So I'm just going to put it into my bucket here, and then it is uploaded. So if I go back to my S3 dashboard, let me refresh my dashboard here. I'm in the CLI demo bucket. As you can see here, I'm going to refresh my screen and I should be able to see my index.html. So if I go to my S3 account in CLI and delete it, it will automatically get deleted here as well. So that is how you access S3 from your EC2 instance using your AWS CLI. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.